Hi guys, I am really excited to show you the first pass at a floor plan sketch for your property. So just to quickly orient ourselves, I'm showing the property lines here in these white lines, and here's the road and the fire truck access turnabout that we talked about. And so this is the flagpole of your lot, right? So hopefully we're oriented. I've skewed the site plan so that the walls are just orthogonal or perpendicular to the existing structure on site. So hopefully this is making sense to you. If not, of course, I'll be happy to review this with you live. But here is the overall floor plan. So this should look somewhat familiar to that initial floor plan sketch, that pre-designed sketch I showed you that showed the existing structure here to remain. We're cutting back some of it. We're cutting back this existing garage, converting some of the living space to a garage that opens out onto this parking court area. But then what I'm doing is I'm showing a lot more detail now. It's still very rough, very loosey-goosey. I'm not showing things like windows or really showing how all of this existing structure gets flushed out with things like the server room or the storage room, because I still need as-built surveys for the existing walls in here to see if I can't make use of those for you. But barring that, let's just go ahead and jump into the floor plan. So you would approach your house through this driveway, and you can either park in the garage here or park adjacent to the front entry. And since there is a level change between this existing structure and the new floor structure, the new flooring that we're putting up at this level, we're going to have to make about a foot of difference, or maybe a little bit more than that, to get from this level up. So we can do that via coming out of the garage door this way and taking 2 steps up to a level landing here that leads both into the courtyard and into the main foyer of the main house. So there's about a 1 foot, maybe 18-inch level difference between the courtyard and the house here and this garage level. Another way to get up to the courtyard instead of going out the garage door would be to go through a person door into a new mudroom laundry area here within the existing structure that's going to be remodeled. And then we would come out another doorway into a hallway, take a couple steps up to get to this hallway here that's really servicing the back bedroom area and the master bedroom area. But then at this point, we're level with the courtyard again, and we can just pop out here, cut across the courtyard directly to the kitchen area. So there are a couple direct paths to get to the kitchen area here, through the front entry or through the mudroom and across through the courtyard. So going back to the front entry, when your guests come and stop here, or when you're coming home, you'll go up a couple steps to get to a very large landing area that leads to perhaps a large wide pivot door that opens into the great room. Now, this area I would propose to be rather tall with sloping ceilings that slope up this way towards the glass wall that opens out into your view this way. This is really the great spectacular views in the distance and of course of the hills. There is some element here that we need to block views with, some landscape screening, but still that was the intent here, is that this large volume would be the tallest volume of the house. And so the living area, the dining area, the family gathering area, all sort of terminate on a fireplace with as much glass as we can afford along the corner here. And then with a direct access to the kitchen and the dining area, this is all just a really great space. Directly off the entry, we could have a little coat closet here. And then perhaps also, this could be the prayer room. I'm not exactly sure how extensive or prominent you want this to be, but if you do want it to be prominent, I think this could be opened up with perhaps some barn doors that can expose this and open this up to the area, or be closed off depending on who you're hosting in your home. But then this is a very ample prayer room, perhaps too big, but we can talk about ways that we can tweak this space or use this for other purposes. This extra thick wall right here, I'd like for this to be some sort of feature wall. I'd like there to be something that connects the existing structure and the courtyard and the great room and ties together in sort of a stone-clad wall, if we can afford that, or just perhaps an accent painted drywall on the less expensive side. But then we puncture through this thick wall with glass or sliding glass doors that lead out into the courtyard. I think this would be a nice element. We can talk about some other possibilities, including just having this be more open glass without the thick wall. But I love having a thick wall in the house. I think it does something to provide some cohesion through the space and provides some strong anchor, and it just gives a hefty mass to this area, which I think would be very nice to have in the entry in the great room. The furniture I'm showing is placeholder for now, but we can certainly entertain the large groups of people that you were calling for in your narrative. This couch certainly fits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people just on the couch itself, a 10-person dining table, extra space in the living. Plus, we could still do just people gathering around. There's seating at the island here, so plenty of seating, plenty of entertainment space, and all very cohesive. So let's move on from the great room. Well, we're still kind of in the great room because the kitchen here is part of the great room, though perhaps it might be in a slightly lower ceiling height. Perhaps this connector volume here, which hosts the master bathroom, the kitchen, and the pantry, perhaps this could be a slightly lower height. Maybe this is 9 foot flat, perhaps. We'll study that when we move on to 3D. But here the kitchen opens directly out into the family room and the dining room. There's a large island with seating for about 6, storage as well. I'm showing a cooktop on this surface. The refrigerator would be right here. A wall oven would be right here, so that's a really nice connection here with the cooktop. And then the sink and the dishwasher would be right here with nice views out through this wall. I think this is a pretty compact work triangle. I think it's pretty nice. And it's going to be a nice open kitchen because we've also got this large, very amply sized walk-in pantry right here. We can put so much in here that I hope we can get by with perhaps having very minimal upper cabinets, perhaps just right here, that die into the tall wall oven and the tall refrigerator. And then this wall just continues and looks like a continuous wall plane. I think that could be very, very special. It's something I've done a few times with really great success. But I like this kitchen. It's perhaps a bit compact. We could certainly stretch the cabinetry out this way. Let all this be cabinetry, and then perhaps you enter the pantry on this side. I don't like that as much, but I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. So let's convene and talk about how big the pantry wants to be relative to the open kitchen. But the kitchen space here is really great because we have views this way to the outside, but we also have views into the courtyard as well as a direct connection through sliding glass doors to get to an outdoor dining space that might be part of the courtyard. So I really like this connection. So we would come around and cut through the kitchen area to go into the bedroom wing. I like having this feature wall come out just a little bit here to act as sort of a bookend for the dining table so that no one sitting here has a direct line of sight down the hallway. But I'd love to know your thoughts about having to circulate around that element, cutting through the kitchen perhaps. Again, I think it's fine. I think it's really nice. But to your house, I'd love to hear your thoughts there. So as we continue up this hallway to get to the bedroom wing, we're going to walk past the pantry. This is going to be a very light-filled hallway with a great connection to the courtyard. So this would be a great picture wall. Another reason why I'd like entering the pantry here is let this be a picture wall so that when you're in the dining area looking through the glass, there's something really nice, some special art right here perhaps, that helps bookend the other end of the courtyard. Here against the garage, perhaps this would just be planter area with a lot of nice greenery growing up on this wall. I think that would be nicer than just seeing the wall itself, unadorned with windows or anything like that. Again, no direct connection with stairs coming up here because of the level change. So anyways, landscape screening on this end, perhaps some nice art along this wall. Continuing along, we come to another closet in the hallway. I think this would be a really good central location for a utility closet. This would be a great space to put the water heater directly adjacent to the master suite and other bathrooms and the kitchen, as well as perhaps the furnace, the forced air unit. But more on that to come later. So as we continue here, we would take a left and there'd be a door here into the master suite. So the hallway in the master suite continues until we get into the bedroom proper. And this is a huge bedroom, very large. Plenty of space to either have a couch at the foot of the bed or a crib or seating adjacent here along this wall. This is a lot of flex space and a lot of space flanking this California king bed with large nightstands. I think this is amply sized. Of course, I know you're going to want to see dimensions for it, but for now, we're focused on the diagram, the layout of the home. We'll come to dimensions soon enough. But there'd be a excuse me, there'd be a fireplace here, pulled away from the corner enough so that we can get some corner glass in here, and a direct connection to the outside, perhaps a walled-in private garden or just an open deck. I'm curious to hear your thoughts there. I'd prefer for this just to be sort of an open deck, where the tub can have like a full height glass right here that can also just really appreciate the view out this way. And we don't necessarily have to have any glass here for your guests to see into the master suite. But let me know what you think there. If you want to have a window here and you're concerned about privacy, there's certainly things we can do here with screening. But I think I'd rather keep this solid if there's privacy concerns. If they're not, great. Let's punch a window in here as well, just to bring light in on as many sides as possible. So from the master suite, we have access into a large walk-in closet, as well as walking past the entrance into your very graciously sized master bathroom. So the master bath, we would have a long view of the tub, which would have a lot of window right here. So I think this would be a really nice long view of the master bath. Come past double vanities, a walled-in water closet for the toilet, and then a rather large, maybe perhaps oversized shower. I worry about doing showers so big as this because I worry about how cold they are. I like a smaller shower, but we can talk. I know you guys wanted really, really luxurious here. I feel like that's what this is, but perhaps it's a bit oversized, especially for the budget. But let's talk more about that live. So coming back out the master suite, we would have the other 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So this bedroom here, this is what I would imagine would be the home office, which could convert into a guest bedroom. So perhaps this, instead of being a bed, this is more like a futon couch or a Murphy bed situation where there could be also some office space or office furniture along here. Maybe there's a built-in desk along here facing out the window, and there's more of a futon situation here, or a futon that lives against this wall and can fold out. It's pretty flexible, but there would be access to a shared bathroom space with this guest bedroom through these 2 doors. So this guest bedroom and this office guest bedroom would have access to a shared, basically Jack and Jill type bathroom, where coming in, you'd be in the sink area, flanked by either linen closets or tall closets, or this could be additional closet space in the bedrooms. But then there'd be another wall and door separating the toilet and shower area. Closet space here, plenty of closet space here for these 2 bedrooms. And then as we continue down the hallway, we're going to walk past these 2 hall closets, extra storage, or perhaps these could be built-in cabinets that are seen from the courtyard as sort of display space and help alleviate the monotony of the hallway. Let's talk about that. But we finally get to the last bedroom. We would pop the door in here, come into the bedroom, walk past the closet. In here, we'd have a double vanity, toilet, and a shower, and there could be a little linen closet right here, or perhaps more closet space for the bedroom. Let's see. So I think that covers the basic layout. I'm not showing things like windows right now. There's a lot of fine tuning and dimensioning to do here, but I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this floor plan. So review this video, put together any questions or comments you have, and then let's meet to review that together live. Thank you guys.